It's MOT day. All the lights stayed on. Oh, so that back one's a bit... That's a fog light. Oh, we've got a top light out. Oh, bollocks, I don't see that. Just noticed right at the top left. Well, as some of you know already because I posted it, she passed! So, brilliant. Just the advisory, it came up last year, it was the oil leak. There's a slight little oil leak somewhere down the side of the engine, but he says it's nothing to worry about, it's just there as an advisory. He says it's more, you know, for you to know really. So we've known about that for a while. There's obviously a little seal somewhere, but it could be linked to where I was having that, it was pushing out oil before. So, because that's still 50-50 if that's been fixed. Seems to be going alright, but if I get that problem again where I get the oil stripping out the air pipe and my dashboard pressure drops and comes up with a red light, then I know that's where it's coming from. It's pushing out, the oil's getting too thin with the diesel and it's finding little weak spots. But yeah, cracking little place this. I mean, literally 20 minutes. So to Lincoln at Highcombe, it's mid-links, but it's AB Automotive. They've always looked after this since I've ever bought it. It's not failed yet, so which is good, passes every time. Then he just a couple of little advisories. I think, like I said, the first time was water jet, but yeah, I've never had to come back yet. They've been brilliant. So, and they love having the truck. Oh yeah, oh, did you come the other day? There was another one that's like, nah, it's a mate. I send no end of people down here because it's hard to find garages. And next door they do mid-links, which is more commercial as well, so if you need work on your truck they can do that as well while it's here. So, and if you really want to, Vosa's behind us. They all stop and stare when I drive in and out. They do MOTs, Vosa behind me, big lorries. So right, that's it. I haven't a clue what's happening. I'm off back to Louth, off to lay down, get some more tablets down me, and hopefully get rid of this bloody disc problem I've got, because that's not good. Good morning everyone, welcome back. We've only just got up, haven't we? And this little mutt, he just got up as well. Yeah, it's 9:30. It's a school day and I'm still in pain with my back. Oh. So I did the stupid thing of going back to work this week, didn't I? So the light duties, oh man, 210 kilo rolls have buggered my back up again. So at least I got 4 days off now. I'm on medication and stuff like that. That's not touching. So I'm just going to do exercises and try and get some CBD creams and stuff. And then I've been offered a place to go and have it looked at, get some physio on it. So I'll probably try and get that sort of booked in. The other thing, this is going to be probably a little short one, I don't know, but I bought a thing. Well, I haven't paid for it yet. But if you follow my Facebook or whatever, I've been looking for a car. Now the idea is, I had one before, what was it, well over a year ago. Wish I'd never sold it now because they're so expensive. But I'm looking for one of these ULEZ cars, so the petrol, so you can go into cities without, you know, any of this green, you know, taxes they're doing. So been hunting and hunting, in fact, whole list of vehicles, and I've been emailing, messaging loads of people. No one gets back to you. Half of them are sold, half of them are just full of rubbish. When they give the information, oh yeah, it's just got a little bit of an oil, or there's this, or there's that, and it's like, so it's a bag of shit then. You know, everything without an MOT now is like minimum £1,000. It used to be, if it had no MOT back in our day, it was like, well, it's scrap, so you paid scrap price, so it was like about £250. Not now. Hell, I think it's because they can strip them down for parts, you see. So I put a post up last night, and I've just put a post up saying this. I says, you know, is this hard to buy a car? And my mate just literally, I'm parked, oh, you can't see I've got a shutter on, so I'm parked at work here. Can you see all them cars up there? Well, they're not there, but the garage at the side of them cars, my mate went, oh, I've got a BMW parked there if you want to go and have a look. So yeah, it's BMW 1 Series. It's like a sort of a hatch, so it's almost like a Focus sort of shape and size, which is what I was looking for. I nearly went and bought C-Max, the Focus C-Max, which is a bit bigger. And the idea was thinking of turning it into like a micro camper. So if I wanted to, I could convert a bed into it, still leave 3 seats in there for me and the kids, and get away doing things like that. Or it's just a case of just chucking all our wild camping gear in, and we can just use the car for the weekend, and I can dump it wherever I want, and I don't have to worry about the truck. It's safely parked up at work. That's the whole point. And also with all the Viking stuff I do now, it's an hour and a half drive to training every week. So obviously it's expensive in Millie. This, checking up on this, it's a 1.6 petrol LX. It's does between 56 to the gallon, sort of top end, 40 to 56, so that's brilliant. It's cheap road tax, 165 quid, and it's free thing. And I never even looked at them, never thought about looking at BMs. It's absolute mint. So I only went and had a look last night, so we're having a walk down in a minute, and I'll do some filming around it, so I've got to go and have a look. My mate's not back until tomorrow, but the garage is open, so we've done a deal, so I've just got it just over my budget, but because he makes stainless steel exhaust systems, he's going to put a little back box on for me, just make it a little bit sporty. I've already been looking up little carbon fibre little bits, little back spoilers and little trims, just to break up the silver a little bit. Back to me boy racing days. But yeah, it looks a cracking car. I mean, it's got 132,000 on the clock or something, but the BMs are more, you know, they're not like these cheap little 1 litre French things, what, after 100,000 they die. I looked online, there's loads with like 250,000 on them on the mileage of them BMs, so it's like everything, look after them and they'll keep going. So that'll be the new toy. So yeah, it's going to be open up a lot of different avenues this year for us to do, so we can go travelling more. So if I want to go hiking the Lake District, like I said, I want to try and get a load of us together. We can do meetups, and we can do it in tents and stuff when it gets a bit warmer. Not do the silly mistake like I did before in -4. So right, let's stop waffling, and we're going to walk the dog, and we'll go and have a look at the truck, well, the new car. Here we go. New beast. Not much room in the back for the kids. Yeah, the new whip. Just a couple of little advisories on the brake discs, so get them sorted. Oh, she's good. Nice and quiet, just needs a good old steam clean polish and lots of carbon. Black wheels. Right, let's go get the deal done. Here we go. I'm the owner of a BMW with indicators. So yeah, check the all work. So yeah, on the advisory it was only brake discs with slightly pitted front and back, but that could be because it's not really been run, so it needs smoothing out. But it was only an advisory. I think that was it. But yeah, I've looked at the old T's and stuff, and they all look good. It's not like a major work. That's always a red herring, or a big red flag. So yeah, and it's a mate of mine, so I know he's not going to rip me off, because I'll be right around there. Literally a few yards away, I can shout at him. So yeah, I mean, it's all MOT'd, it's all clean, tidy. Just wants a bloody good valet now. That's another expense, because get it polished up, get the engine bay and everything polished up, get it done. Do that once a year and then it's done. And she'll look smart. Then we need to look for some little bits for a little roof rack, because I can fit a roof tent. So that's my next mission. See if I can find a roof tent company to sponsor a tent or something for me. That'll be handy. So yeah, I'm going to get into the micro cars. I mean, the seats all fold down in the back. You could curl up in the back because it is a hatchback. Stop licking me, you. My hands. She wants attention. Dad, I want to be on the telly. I want to be on the telly, Dad. So yeah, it's just a bit of expense for the next couple of months. So I won't be really sort of travelling much, just to get the car sort of on the road. Cause obviously you've got tax, insurance, and get it valeted, fuel. But yeah, it just means like now I can travel around. It's like there is York next weekend for the Viking Festival, which I was having trouble getting to. See if I've got any. I'm trying to sell some other bits on YouTube in a minute. Not sell on YouTube, on Facebook. I've got all the brand new cutting gear, all my chainsaw and all the safety gear. I haven't used it, so it's a dead weight on the truck. And we have got plenty of other guys in our charity who's got chainsaws and stuff, and they've actually got full official licenses and fully trained. So I'm just going to sell all that, and that'll go towards the car, because I need some stickers for it. So it'll be the search and rescue car as well. So right, back to you later if we come back with any more info. I think this is what we should have bought. How mad is that? Right, so we've had a new exhaust fitted. Oh, it's a big one on the back. Let's put a big oval on it and straight piped it. Let's have a listen. Right, we're in the Beamer with the indicators. And it's got a noisy exhaust. And I'm pleased I didn't put it on the insurance now, because all they've done is remove the back box, straight piped it, and put a nice big fat tip on the end. So in theory, there's no performance box on it. So they've just removed one of the boxes. It's kept all the old cats and the original pipes. It's just the rear box has gone, that's all. So totally legal, and it just makes it a bit sportier. Not too over loud, but we'll have these boy racers after us now. Right, just have to go off for a drive. That sounds better. Perfect. Getting inside. But I've just got an engine light on. So I'm going to find out what's that up with. Only driven it literally half a mile. So I've just been for a wash and the light's gone out. Typical electrical Fords. That's why I like my truck. But yeah, let's see if you can listen. Sounds a bit more throaty, doesn't it? Nothing's coming up, so that's a bonus. I'll show you inside now it's all flat down. So you've got a good bit of space in there, and also the beauty is split seats. So I can leave that one down, drop that one up. So we've got 3 seats. One can sleep in here, someone in tents. But yeah, she's got a good bit of space. And if I move that front seat, let's whack that seat forward. There you go. With the seat forward, I reckon I can lay in there. Shall we try it? I'll probably not get out of my buddy back bag. I'm in. If I put a board down, I could fit in the back of here. I can curl up nicely. And I'm 6'2", and my feet are just touching the end. So there we go. Look, woo. So you got to cross diagonally, but put my head up on there. So yeah, it's possible. Yep, we're over here. I've got to get out. Right, we've just been to the fuel station. So I had 20 miles left on my clock, and I've just put 20 quid in, and that gauge makes me feel happy. Look at that, nearly half a tank. What? And he put 20 quid in. I like that. I like that a lot. 20 quid in my truck. It wouldn't fill anything. I know it might be a small tank and stuff on here, but yeah, it's just nice chucking in like 20 quid at a time, and just being able to drive around a bit. So I've been sort of all over. I had a quarter of a tank when I had it, and picked it up, and I've been all over this weekend, shopping, picking up bits, picking the kids up from school because they wanted a quick drive around the block. And oh, it sounds nice, doesn't it, Dad? Doesn't it, Rex? But yeah, we're loving it, loving it. So biggest thing at the moment we're looking at is roof tents. Knowing what to go for, what shape, what size. I'm sort of leaning more on the line of they call them in the hard shell, so they're in a case, almost like a roof box, and then they just pop up at the back. There's one tent box do one. Now they do one that comes right up, so it's just a big box on the roof. I mean, it looks ugly, but that one does. But it's practical, and it's streamlined for saving your fuel. And then they do another one called, oh, I forgot what they call it now, but it the back end comes up. But the prices of them, hell, it's more than the car. It's ridiculous for a tent on a roof. So I'm looking for second-hand stuff. I did see they do a tent box light, it's called, like a canvassy one, and it's got lots of flappy windows on it, and I've been watching videos on that, and they flap around in the wind and wake you up. So I don't fancy that one, and that's cheap. They did have some on eBay for $7.50, reconditioned ones. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a few around, sort of about the 750 mark. I can't afford one yet at all, so I'm gonna have to sell a Jack Russell, I think. What do you reckon? Shall we sell you? Shall we sell you? Yeah. We'll have to get you into pups, I think, and then that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to find another Jack Russell, and we'll get some pups, and we can sell the pups. So yeah, if anyone knows of any cheap roof tents going, you know, drop us a line. Never know, I might win the lottery in the meantime. But yeah, so I need roof bars. I found some of them 40 quid on eBay, some proper BM ones as well. And you see, that's the other problem as well. A lot of them are really heavy, so I've got to be careful with weight as well. So, but yeah, hopefully in the next sort of few months we can get this sort of ready. I mean, at the moment we're just going to be chucking all the gear in it, all the camping gear, and we'll just be tent camping. So well, I'll put up some posts if we're going off anywhere. We might be doing another wild camp at the last place we went to in that forest, possibly. That's a possibility. But yeah, we might look for somewhere else and just do a local one. But yeah, we'll get a few of you involved if anyone wants to come wild camping. Bit of a hike, park up and just camp for the night somewhere. Well, rocks. We'll leave you at home, shall we? Right, catch you later. Right, little update on the motor. We're going to keep her as she is for now. I found some new little fancy little bits for her. Look at all this, all the light, it lights up on the handles and everything. Got reversing sensors and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, plan is just going to get maybe a roof tent for her. I'm going to keep her standard. That's about it for now. And then just get her tied up. That thing's now gone. Well, the sensor keeps coming on now and again, but we know what it is. It's just an oxygen sensor. Look at the NOx sensor, NOx, and it's only the heater part in it. So once it's warm, it goes out. So it doesn't need it'll be fine. It's not running misfiring or anything, so everyone says just leave it. So that's a bonus. So yeah, just going to get it cleaned up and try and sort out some roof bars and a roof tent and all new discs put round, because on the MOT it says they're pitted and worn, and that was sort of over the last 2 years, so it's like 120 quid for a whole new set. So we're going to do that, just chuck them on, and they'll still add a bit of money if I ever come to sell it. So apart from that, she's alright. We're going out for a little drive this weekend. We're off wild camping, all being well. Right, let's go and unload the car, get back into the truck.